Pichu, use quick attack!
Mareanie, pin missile!
Pichu, use your shockwave attack now!
Mareanie, block that attack with protect!
Jigglypuff, Jigglypuff, Jig!
Hello everyone, welcome back to another fusion experiment. And today I have 2 subscriber requests. They are completely different from our previous experiments. The first comment requests Pawmo, Pichu, and Screamtail to become one fusion, and this combination immediately makes me curious. The second comment requests Pyukumuku and Mareanie, so today we will create 2 fusions with completely different characteristics and abilities. But this experiment has one major change. Everything will be handled by my sister herself. Meet Stevia, my younger sister. From this moment, she will lead this adventure, and I will let her make every decision herself.
I have prepared all the equipment we need, and my partner Zoroark is ready to join me searching for all 5 Pokémon. Our first destination is the forest and grasslands to the north because the first 3 Pokémon are believed to be somewhere nearby. The journey goes smoothly until the scanner detects a small electrical signal below us, most likely coming from Pawmo or Pichu. I was right, we found Pawmo! But before capturing it, I need to see whether Zoroark can handle this incredibly agile Pokémon. I ask Zoroark to battle one-on-one while I study every Pawmo movement before deciding when the perfect capture opportunity appears. Pawmo immediately attacks with electricity, but Zoroark dodges successfully. Its speed is much greater than I expected. I start seeing its pattern. Pawmo always moves left after attacking, so I tell Zoroark to wait for the next opening. Just as I expected, Zoroark reads its movement and delivers a controlled counterattack, strong enough to weaken it without causing injury. Now is the moment. I throw the Pokeball when it stops moving, and hopefully the first fusion component is secured. Now I only need to find Pichu and Screamtail before bringing everything back to the laboratory. Not far away, the scanner detects another electrical signal. This time the source is much smaller, most likely Pichu. I found it, but Pichu immediately becomes cautious. It seems I need to earn its trust before the battle can begin. But Pichu chooses to battle. I accept its challenge, and once again use Zoroark for a one-on-one fight. Pichu is incredibly fast and keeps attacking from different directions, making it difficult to decide when Zoroark should strike. I notice one small opening when Pichu attacks too closely, and this time Zoroark must take advantage of it. Zoroark succeeds! Pichu is still conscious but weakened enough. The Pokeball reaches Pichu successfully. Now I only need to see whether this little Pokemon accepts becoming part of our fusion experiment. Another success! Pawmo and Pichu are secured. Only one remains for the first fusion, and this one is far more mysterious. Screamtail is inside a cave filled with strange energy. Even my scanner struggles to read the source of its power. I finally found it! But from its aura alone, I know this battle will not be as easy as the previous 2. I almost lose track of it. Screamtail moves so quickly that predicting the direction of its attacks becomes extremely difficult. Its attack even sends Zoroark backward, but I am not giving up. I need to read its movement pattern like before. I realize one thing every time Screamtail attacks. It pauses for a fraction of a second before changing direction. Now I know the timing. Zoroark waits, dodges at the final second, and successfully delivers a counterattack. The opportunity finally appears. I throw the Pokeball now, hoping this mysterious Pokemon becomes the final part of our first fusion. Success complete! Now I must find the final 2 before starting the second fusion experiment. Our next target is near the beach. The scanner detects strong water energy, so Pyukumuku must be somewhere nearby. I found Pyukumuku! It looks peaceful, but I will not underestimate its defensive abilities. I was right. Zoroark's attacks barely push it back, so I need a completely different strategy to weaken it. I tell Zoroark to lure it away from its defensive position, and the strategy successfully makes Pyukumuku easier to control. Now the capture opportunity is open. I throw the Pokeball and wait for the result while staying completely alert. Success! Pyukumuku is secured. Now only Mareanie remains before both experiments can finally begin. Mareanie is inside this shallow bay. Its body spikes mean I need to be even more careful than with previous Pokémon. Mareanie attacks immediately, but Zoroark avoids its spikes. I need to finish this battle without causing unnecessary harm. I tell Zoroark to use controlled attacks until Mareanie finally becomes exhausted and loses its chance to strike back. I throw the final Pokeball, and if this works, both fusion experiments will finally have everything they need. All 5 Pokémon are ready. Now I return to the laboratory for the most dangerous part, the actual fusion process. I start with Pawmo, Pichu, and Screamtail. If everything works, they will become one Pokémon with an energy combination I have never seen.
The machine begins shaking. Electricity and psychic energy collide. But I do not stop, because the parameters remain within safe limits. The first fusion succeeds! Its appearance is incredible, but its electrical energy is extremely high and still unstable.
I need to stabilize it first, because one mistake could overload the entire experimental chamber. Now it is Pyukumuku and Mareanie's turn. I hope their defense and poison energy create something completely different. The second fusion also succeeds. Its body is more defensive, but its water and poison energies look extremely powerful.
But before I can test their abilities, the laboratory alarm sounds. Someone is trying to break in from outside.
The monitor shows Team Rocket approaching quickly. Somehow they learned about my experiment and are targeting both fusions. I will not let them take my experiment. So I send the first fusion to stop them. I won't give anything to Team Rocket. Maybe Team Rocket will try the power. Will try the power of the fusion. The first battle begins! Sea Viper attacks quickly, but my fusion uses its speed to dodge the opening strike. Sea Viper keeps attacking from different directions, but my fusion uses its electricity to create a temporary barrier. I realize this fusion becomes much faster when combining Pawmo and Pichu energy with Screamtail's mysterious abilities. I use Screamtail's aura to confuse Sea Viper, then direct my fusion to strike from an unexpected position. Now it is time to end the battle. I combine electricity and psychic energy into one final attack. The attack succeeds! Sea Viper is defeated, but Team Rocket still has one more Pokémon waiting to battle. Now it is the second fusion's turn. Carnivine attacks first, but this fusion's defense looks extremely difficult to break. Carnivine keeps attacking without stopping, but the Pyukumuku and Mareanie fusion remains steady and barely moves. Now I test Mareanie's ability. Poison energy begins emerging from the fusion's spikes. Carnivine attempts a final aerial attack, but the fusion creates a water shield just before the strike reaches its body. I finally find the perfect combination: Pyukumuku's defense to withstand attacks, and Mareanie's energy for the counterattack. The combined attack succeeds! Carnivine is pushed outside the arena, and Team Rocket finally loses both battles. Team Rocket finally escapes, but I still have one big question. Which fusion is actually stronger? Now that everything is safe, I decide to perform one final test. Pawmo Pichu Screamtail versus Pyukumuku Mareanie. The first fusion has superior speed, while the second has incredible defense, making the battle impossible to predict. The first fusion's speed finally breaks through the defense, but the second fusion's poison energy immediately forces it backward. Both fusions unleash their final attacks simultaneously, creating a massive energy clash that fills the entire arena with light. When the light disappears, both are still standing. There is no clear winner, and that is the most interesting result of this experiment. 3 Pokémon created an incredible fusion, while 2 created equally impressive defense. So clearly, numbers are not everything.
And finally, I'm back! Stevia actually completed everything, even facing Team Rocket without my help. Now it's your turn! Comment your next fusion idea, and subscribe so you don't miss Stevia's next experiment. This experiment is over, but many more adventures are waiting. Leave a like, share your fusion ideas in the comments, and subscribe so you don't miss the next story. See you in the next video.